Hi guys, welcome to Ikate's Crossing. Now this is a bit of a surprise because I didn't expect this to arrive until tomorrow. So I wanted to show you what I got from Raku, which is the Japanese store which sells the most amazing stuff generally. But I really wanted some incense, and I really wanted to get some quality incense because I just got fed up of the normal sort of everyday stuff. But I also got a couple of other things. Now, one thing I got was this green tea. It's called Genma Cha. So it's green tea with roasted rice. Say green tea with roasted rice. It's called Genma Cha. Genmaicha. So Genmaicha. So I will try this and see how it goes. It was quite inexpensive. Oh, that was the other little thing that I got with the parcel that came. They just couriered it today, and I didn't expect it until tomorrow. It just came in a lovely little bag. So I don't know whether they couriered it or bought it up themselves, but anyway. So I got this, which I thought was kind of cute. This green tea, cute little packet. So I'll try that, see how that goes. Now, I also got some essential oils. Now, the name of the brand is called Blue Earth. Now, they're a pure essential oil. Now, I got clary sage because this is one of my favorite essential oils for relaxation, for just feeling, allowing sleep better at night as well. But please do not use clary sage if you are pregnant or got high blood pressure or anything like that. Please get information from an aromatherapist, please. If you're going to use aromatherapy oils, please do not use clary sage. It is only because I know what clary sage, and there are some things that you do need to be careful with when you're using essential oils. So please be very careful. You'd use no more than 4 drops in a 10 ml of, I like to use olive oil, but you can use sweet almond oil, jojoba, just whatever, or apricot kernel oil, anything you like. I like to use olive oil, and I use about 4 drops in about 10 mils if I'm going to use it as a massage, or if I'm going to use it, after a shower and just before I go to bed. You want to, use it on the body. If you want to dilute it, if you're going to use it directly into an oil diffuser, 4 drops into the bowl of hot water. Hi, Marianne. I'm not doing any readings. I'm just showing my new purchases at the moment. So I'm not doing any readings until 8 o'clock for another couple of hours. I'll come back and do the readings then. I'm just showing my parcels I got. I got the green tea with Genma Cha. But if you just want to ask a question about something, I don't know what you want to ask, but I'm just showing my purchases today at the moment. This live is just to show you some of the purchases I've got. So I'm just showing the green tea, which is called Genma Cha, which is Genmaicha, and it's green tea with roasted rice. I've got the clary sage essential oil, which must be careful that you're not using it when pregnant or with high blood pressure. There's certain things that you do need to be careful when you're looking at essential oils. Was talking about putting 4 drops in 10 mils of base oil if you're going to use it as a massage. If you're going to use it in the bath, use maybe between 4 and 5 drops. Okay. And if you're going to use it in an oil diffuser, again, no more than 4 drops in a oil diffuser done once, and you're going to get all the benefits from the clary sage. The other oil I got was petitgrain. Again, be careful about oils. Make sure you get all the information about what the benefits are and what you can do and what the contrainterdictions are and for people if you're pregnant or you're dealing with other medications, because the essential oils do get absorbed into the body if you're going to be using them in a massage or using them in a bath or something like that. Again, no more than 5 drops in 10 mils of base oil, whether that's olive oil, jojoba, sweet almond, avocado oil is great for doing massage and stuff as well. Or if you're just going to put that into an oil diffuser, again, no more than 4 drops for an oil diffuser. Put it in once and leave it. Now, the reason why I have 2 different oils is so that I have the different reactions, and they don't get you don't get too used to the same fragrance or the same smell as you are using it. So it gives you the alternative. So I've got clary sage and petitgrain. Now, the other things that I got today was the moku tree, M-O-K-U tree. Okay, that fragrance there from the Ko incense, which is K-O-H. It's traditional Japanese incense. So I'm looking forward to lighting that. And the other one I got was, I wish I'd written down the name in English. Oh, it's a beautiful green grass, I think. It's green grass. Anyway, it's just Japanese. This is the label. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but this is the label of it. I should have written down, I've got the name of the incense. I should look on the list that I brought. Okay, have it called it here? Yep, it's called Hyoko. Oh, that might have been it. And yeah, Hyoko. So Hoyei-Koh. Okay, Hoyei-Koh. And the other one is Moku, M-O-K-U tree. Okay. And now I've also got 2 other incenses, 2 other packs of incense. Okay, now these are to do with the Hindu goddesses. We've got Kali, K-A-L-I. This one here. The cones, and this one is Shakti, and it's more of a musk one. And this one was a rose. So the rose for Kali and for Shakti musk. So it's going to help with my practices. And it came in this lovely little bag. So I'll just put that to one side. And that's the, I've got the lucky cats on it. You can see that quite clearly there. So lucky cats is they've done on everything. So this must be like their own tea, and they've packaged it themselves. So that was my purchases. It came with a little origami swan there. So that was my purchases for today, which is quite exciting. So let's burn one of the incense. Shall we open up one of the, now I wish you could smell it, which of course you can't. Now I'm just always really cautious about opening up packets because let's see if I can open this up with, here we go. Get this through. So I haven't burnt this one, but I haven't burnt this incense before, any of these. So this is going to be interesting. Now I know they do come up with, that's the little incense holder that comes with it. It's kind of cute, isn't it? Not that I normally sort of use them. I usually end up saving them. But I think they might actually be a sensible aspect, because otherwise it's going to burn right into there, and I don't want to burn it into the thing. So let's have a look at. Oh, wow. So I'm going to just use the tea light for it. Let's see what this smells like. It actually smells, the packet just smells gorgeous. That's so fresh and so beautiful. Now I'm going to just pop that into there. Whoa! And then I drop it, which is really super clever. I'm going to end up with one. Oh, that was lucky. That was really clever, wasn't it? Let's break this down. I'm being a bit rough as I try and... I don't think that's actually going to work as well as I hoped. I think that's broken off, to be honest. Oh no. I need to be a bit more careful, I think. Right. Done. Finally. Right. Oh, you actually didn't see what was going on. Because I burnt that through, so I just want to be a bit more careful with it. It's a bit flimsy. But we'll find a better way, I think, working with those. Okay, so basically that's all I wanted to show you very quickly. Just quite a quick live in looking at the things. Now, tonight, when I come back in a couple of hours, or an hour and a half actually, come back in an hour and a half, I just want to show you what I'll be using. I'm actually going to go through. I want to see if this works. So guys, I'm just going to try something here. So fingers crossed. So it's fingers crossed. It might take a minute to sort of work up. I just want to see if this works. So excuse me while I do this. Just want to be really careful. So let's see if this works. Okay, so what I'm going to do is look at the screen. Okay, so I'm not sure about the audio, so I'm just going to chuck that in. So fingers crossed it will work. So I'm going to share that, right? I'm going to put that in as share. Now, it hasn't come up yet. Okay, I got that. Right, okay, so what I want to do is, as you can see, I'll put in this screen here, but what I actually want to do is show you this. Okay, so basically what I'm going to show you really quickly is I'm just going to gather these cards up. Now, if you're on Patreon, you're on my Patreon, which has just started. I've just started to get things together. This month, I'm using this deck here, the Vestas Arts Sacred Fractal Tarot, and you will get for the month of May a one-card reading. Okay, so you'll get a one-card reading, which will include, so what I would do with doing this, using the, what I'm calling it, the Sacred Fractal Tarot on the Awfully software. So what I would do basically is to shuffle the cards. Okay, I'm going to shuffle the cards. And there's two ways to do this. I can either do it as that and just do a one-card spread by doing this here, by going into spreads, going up to where it says daily spreads, because it's just a one-card spread for the month. Okay, so it'll be one card spread for the month. Yes, you can deal with, I'll show you the free selection in a minute. So this would come up automatically. So you'd say for this month that the message was the Queen of Pentacles. Now I don't write up the meanings in the program, because the meanings change depending on the context of the reading, depends on the question, all that sort of stuff comes into play. So I mean, I can do if I wanted to, and I have in some decks, but not necessarily in most of the decks that I sort of use regularly. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. So this month it's going to talk very much about a sense of healing, nurturing in a way. This is a queen who, or this is someone who is very caring to those that need it. You know, they see someone who needs a little bit of help, and they're going to be ready to help in some way. So that's going to be like the message that you would receive. And with a little bit more in depth, you know, the Queen of Pentacles can be a sort of a businesswoman as well. So it could be a woman, it could be somebody who's wanting to nurture their idea in regards to maybe their business in some way. So maybe they're a person who's quite practical in the way that they nurture their business. You know, they might be a very important sort of business person who has this energy about them that's quite grounded, quite practical, very earthy energy about them. So that's one way of looking at the card. Now, if you're so let's gather the card in, and let's say you are a second tier patron, and you've asked for a reading, and so I'm going to do a free selection. Okay, so that means that I spread the cards out like this. And what I do is let's shuffle. So we're going to shuffle the cards quickly. See how the cards shuffle. Okay, and let's bring it to stop. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to ask, okay, so-and-so's asked me the question in regards to work. Okay, in regards to work, and I'm going 1, 2, oh, I want to think of this one down here, 3. Oops, an extra card's popped in, so we'll just back. So we're just going to go over to here. Just for this purpose, if I was doing a reading for someone and that card also popped out, I would use that card. But for this purpose of that, I'm just not going to. So we're going to look at the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords tells us that this is a card who is, or the situation in regards to work is that they might find themselves at work in a situation that feels like they're in a no-win situation. They might be feeling a little defeated at this moment, or, you know, depending on what else is going on, but I feel like they're feeling a little defeated, feeling like things are a little overwhelming. The 9 of Wands reminds us to persevere, to stick in there. Okay, that's really important. So even though we might be feeling a little defeated, a little bit, you know, feeling like everything's a little bit on top of us at this moment, it's sort of saying, come on, you've got to keep going, you know, stay in there, it's going to be a-okay. The Hierophant can talk about having faith. It could be about you learning a new experience about what's actually going on for you right now. You know, what's going to allow you to move ahead in where you want to be. Now, when you're going to get into a reading that is more personal, I'll go into a bit more depth and about color, might go into a bit more depth about this down here. I don't know if you can see the spiral here and the word teacher. That's going to go into a little bit more in depth. I'm going to look at a little bit more about the that there doesn't seem to be any emotions about it. So it's sort of saying to you, let's disconnect from your emotions at this time. So we go into a lot more information. So that's a level 2 in the patrons, just to sort of go into it. Now I'm just going to check to see if anyone. Hi, Mike. Oh, I'm not doing readings now. I'm just explaining a little bit about my patron. I just was talking about the stuff that I've bought today. Mike, I was just talking about that. I'm coming back in about an hour and a half, and I'm going to do readings. I just wanted to show a little bit about what is going to be expected, what I'm going to do later with the things. I'm just going to put this back up. So what I was going to do was actually talk about. So let's just minimize that. Let's just remove from screen. Okay, so what I was doing was talking about the stuff that I've got here, and I'm going to come back in about an hour and a half and do actual readings. I've just got to wait for my household to actually settle. So I was just explaining, I was just trying something out and seeing if it worked by using the Orphalese.net software that I use, Mike. So I use this software for email readings, for displaying my own decks that I've created, just another tool that I use for readings that I find works really, really well for people. It's just another aspect. It means that I can actually go anywhere. I can actually take like 200 decks with me, basically. Well, actually, it's about 367, I think, in total, of decks that I can, instead of having them out of storage, I've got them on the computer that I can use. Some of them are free downloads that I was given. That sort of stuff that I can use, that I'm allowed to use. Most of them are like decks that I had, and that. So that's what I was up to. So I was just explaining a little bit about the Awfully software. So what I was saying, so this is a reading that I would do if you were in Patreon for this month of May. I'm using the Sacred Fractal Art. So this is a deck that I created myself. It is available on Make Playing Cards. Okay, but what I wanted to do was specifically for my patrons, do, depending on what tier you are, 1, 2, or 3, you'll get different levels of readings as well. So let's gather up the cards. Let's sign off, and I will be back in an hour and a half with let's remove that from the screen, and I will be back in an hour and a half with readings that you can then ask me questions about. What's your opinion on reading reversals? Totally personal, Shader. That is, you do whatever you feel right for you. There's some decks I use reversals for, some decks I don't. If you're just learning tarot, Shader, if you're just learning, not necessary. Absolutely not necessary. As long as you have set meanings for your cards, like go through and actually go, okay, this card means this card means that, and actually have an idea of what your cards actually mean, and then you're going to allow yourself to have an understanding of what your deck means to you. You know, like you can decide, say for example, let me just shuffle a card for a second, Shader. I'll just show you something. So we've got, let's see what comes up. Okay, we've got the Tower card. Okay, and I know everyone goes, the Tower. But you can look at the Tower, and depending what other cards are around the card and what the context of the question is, you can decide whether this means that someone is in for a bit of a doom and gloom area, or whether someone has survived a doom and gloom. So they've come out of it. They've come out of the tough situation that they found themselves in. Maybe you could look at the card and go, oh, okay, I get that. That person is, depending on what other cards are around, of course, but maybe that person is they've had a really bad situation, but they've come out of it, and now they're rebuilding what they want to manifest in their life. So you see, Shader, really, it's personal, totally personal about whether reversals, whether you use reversals or not. Totally up to you in what you do. So there you go. There's some ideas on reading reversals then. Okay, I will be back. I am going to switch out now. I just want to show you the new products that I got in the mail, the Japanese incense and the Indian incense, the rose for Kali and Shakti. I got musk. I got the new green tea, which is green tea with roasted rice, and some essential oils, petitgrain and clary sage, remembering to connect with an aromatherapist if you are unsure about the use of essential oils. So there we are, some thoughts and ideas about some new products that arrived today, which I was so excited because I didn't think I was going to get them until tomorrow, but they were delivered today because we've just gone into code 3, level 3 today. So we're in level 3 in New Zealand. So yeah, Shader, I hope that sort of answered your question in regards to reversals and whatever you choose to do using the card, using the meanings. So anyway, that's it from me, because I will be back. So I'm not sure who's here or whether Shader's left. So I'll talk to you later. Give it an hour or so.